Another weekend is here loading. Match day 3 of the English Premier League. A lot happened over the weekend, and true to my words, I said Manchester United fumbled against Wolves, and they proved me right over the weekend as they lost 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspurs. And of course, Arsenal held on to beat Crystal Palace, with Tomiyasu being shown a controversial red card. Manchester City, just a single goal was enough to sink Newcastle United. Liverpool, 10-man Liverpool. We had how many red cards over the weekend? There were around 5.
So many of them.
Yes,
even in the Brighton match, there was a red card as well.
Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham received a red card against Everton, right?
Wolves, not Wolves, West Ham versus Chelsea. So another red card.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're going to take and see what happened. Which game should we take first? Let's go with Liverpool versus
Bournemouth, which was the first game of the weekend. And Liverpool played a good game.
Yes.
The new signing had a very great game. Do you know him?
McAllister.
No, McAllister received a red card.
Yes,
I'm talking about Dominic.
He's also a new signing.
Yeah, but Dominic had a good game. I don't want to say the last name.
Okay.
Is it Pozzolai? Yeah, he had a good game. Credits to Liverpool. I thought they would struggle, but they managed even to score with 10 men. So for them, they've signed a CDM right now. The guy from Bundesliga, Hendo. And he came in the match and he had a good control of the game. And I'm thinking they look a little stable, but until probably we will see in the upcoming matches, as we will see with the fixture that we have during the weekend. And for Arsenal, away to Crystal Palace, it was a difficult match. Crystal Palace
has always been on the face.
Yes,
Palace.
Crystal Palace
3-0.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace at home has been a force to reckon with. And coming away like that and with 10 men with a clean sheet is commendable. But I also think Arsenal can also do better. For Man City, that was an entertaining game just to see how they went back and forth with Newcastle, and there were lots to take away from that game as well. Very good goal,
but still a win. Although, do you think Manchester City are struggling to create chances without De Bruyne?
You would say so, but they created a lot of chances in that game, just that they couldn't finish. I think Foden had like 7 chances created, which is...
That's Foden for you. You'll always...
all over the pitch, and he created the goal as well. So Alvaro Fernandez, Alvarez, had a very good game, and he's a player that you can bank on when things are not going well. And I think Man City are in shape. They have very good defenders, and they showed during the time that they can defend a team which had scored 5 goals in the previous match day. And just that for Man City. And for last but not least, the best team in the world lost to Tottenham.
How can you be the best and you lose?
Sometimes you don't have to win all the games, you know. So the best team lost to Tottenham.
Wait. What do you mean? What are you calling the best? Last time I asked here, do you think United, you want to see the same display after Wolves game? Because I understand you played a good first half, but things didn't go.
Right. I'll be honest. I'll be honest now. Let's talk facts.
Not facts, just talk sense.
The facts are Manchester United had a poor display against Tottenham. They missed clear-cut chances. They missed sitters in that game. And it just tells you how much they need in their firepower. So in the Tottenham game, I think that there was a lot of problems in the midfield. You saw like Mount was all over the place. Casemiro is all over the place.
Doing nothing.
Bruno is all over the place.
Making noise.
And I'm sure Ten Hag has seen that. And unfortunately, Mason Mount will be out for some time.
You sure it's unfortunate for United fans?
It is unfortunate because we don't have squad depth right now. Like we only bank on now Casemiro, Bruno, and Eriksen, because most of the other players in the midfield have been linked to move away from Old Trafford. So it was a bad game for Man United, losing to Tottenham of all the teams, 2-0. I remember Roy Keane, the legend, said Manchester United looked like the new Tottenham. And it's true, because the hype is here when the season
The hype
began.
is for Barcelona performances from which team can I even?
But
I don't want to
but on the field,
Norwich.
but on the field, it's here, and which is a worry for us as Manchester United fans. So we'll be looking forward though, because we're playing probably Nottingham. We'll see when we come to it. How about you? How did you see the weekend like turning out?
The weekend was good. I don't want to go much into details because you've already mentioned a lot of things.
Key points.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I want to talk about is the VR. Once again on sport because of poor officiating, and I just want to talk about how we saw Tomiyasu getting booked like 2 yellow cards, one for wasting time, of which the ball stayed in his hands for like 8 seconds. Then you're booked for time wastage.
Yeah.
Then the other one was just a slight shot tag, not reviewed. We also saw in the same match Crystal Palace against Arsenal being denied a clear penalty. But then again, it also happened for Manchester United against Tottenham. So it's a weekend packed with mistakes after mistakes from the officials. And what breaks most of fans is why officials doing nonsense, like poor officiating, but what happens is just you're just penalized and you're told over the weekend you won't be officiating. And that is done. Like no, last time United got away with it with Onana's foul in 95th minute, and they got away with it. 3 points for Man United. You go and apologize to Wolves. Why? United had denied penalty. You apologize to them. How is it helping?
It's not helping.
Because I believe the penalty could have changed.
Yeah. We actually need, like, as fans or football analysts or everyone looking at the game and they want to enjoy the game, they just wanna want consistency from the referees and the VAR. No apologies after. Just do your job when the game is being played. Make the right decisions. Try, the reason why VAR came is to make the game more fair. When mistakes are done, errors there, here and there, it just tells you how much humans still have the control of the game. And it doesn't really look good in the
You see,
box.
one and only legend Arsene Wenger mentioned about VR, and I said VR at some point will take away the joy of the game, whereby you can celebrate. Last season we had in the Bundesliga, whereby a player they claimed for a penalty, there was penalty shout in the first half. It never happened, and when they were in the talk during halftime, the referee came and called them, "Hey, come on guys, can you come? There is a penalty." Which we miss. So it takes away the joy.
Yeah, the emotions.
Sterling Champions League, I think 2019, Sterling scoring when he was featuring for Manchester City. He celebrated celebration for 50 seconds. Then at the end of the day, the goal is chucked off.
Yeah, you're right.
It's really there is that tension you score. Most of players back in the days, you could score. Then when you're running, you have to check if the linesman is watching.
Just the linesman.
If the flag is up.
Yeah.
Then when you check and the flag isn't up, then that's when you can.
Yeah.
You celebrate the current football we have, the current world of football we're living in. You celebrate, you remove your shirt. At the end of the day, there is
goal is denied. Yeah.
Do we talk about the last thing before diving into the weekend? We want to talk about the debut for Caicedo. Caicedo is a player who said ever since he was born, he has been a fan of Arsenal but wants to play for Real Madrid. Liverpool is the best team. Chelsea is the only team Caicedo wanted to play for.
That's too much confusion, and I saw in the last news and reports they showed that even Klopp himself managed to call him and was convincing him to join Liverpool, and he said no to Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but his debut. Let's talk about his debut, and all you see is shambles.
The only thing I saw Caicedo do is those passes and their back passes.
Back passes.
Back passes and sideways passes, whereby there is, I think he only made only one pass, forward pass in between players. But he never like he never played up to the expectations. But still, too early. Let's give him more time. He made two crucial mistakes. One which was a penalty, and also he gave away the ball to Antonio, which was it Antonio or Funnels? Like they almost scored.
From his mispass.
Yes, from his mispass. And also there was another error in the center of the midfield where what do we call this big man? The big man. The West Ham forward Antonio. Antonio had the chance, tried to play counter-attack, tried to switch the wing, but unfortunately, fortunately it was recovered. So a debut for Caicedo to forget. Yeah,
it's a debut to forget, especially when you're on 100 million signing, you have to show for it. When you called upon, when your team is losing, you have to show the quality to bring your team back in the game. And unfortunately, it went opposite for him. And as we've called it, it was shambles for him. But I'm sure he's a small kid. He will learn from those mistakes. And we needed to see more commanding player. Like you saw the debut, which the last two matches played by Declan Rice. Rice is cooking without Timber. And it was outstanding him with Saliba. But then I think when you are thrown to a team, it's your debut, there is no gelling, then the team, he came in when Chelsea were losing 2-1. So the pressure, the fans are singing, so I think he'll have to live with that. He cannot take that pressure, then it means he'll become another expensive flop. Top players will always recover from that, and they will show you what they got. So I'm sure he's been in the Premier League for some time. He's been playing some top football, and I expect more from him. Speaking from a neutral point of view, he's a cool lad. There's no much pressure, I think, on him. So I think he will have better games to come. Also, Enzo missed a penalty in that game. Yes, Enzo Fernandez, a combination of 200 million. 200 million. Causing a penalty and losing at death. If that will ever come to fruition for Chelsea, we wait and see. Sure. Now we go straight to the weekend match day 3. And if United don't score against Nottingham Forest, shut up. You will only have one. Shut up. Goal of the month. Why are we starting with Manchester United? Yet we have Chelsea playing on Friday. Vote? No, I want to know, if you only have one goal for the entire month, how will you vote for goal of the month? We have one goal from Varane, and I'm pretty sure we're going to score a lot of them against Nottingham. Nottingham is not an easy team. I know, but we have to. Okay, on Friday, Chelsea will be at home against newly promoted side Luton. There is chance now for Chelsea to claim, I think, their first victory, because they were held to a 1-1 draw before losing to West Ham in the derby. So what do you think about this match? For Chelsea, this should be like a game to bounce back with. And although there's a lot of things to sort for Pochettino in that team, and you just look from the previous match day and you feel like they are still not there. They are a little bit of struggling. We thought they were good in the game against Liverpool, but it just looks like Liverpool maybe did not turn up, but they still drew that game. So Luton on their other side, they were beaten 4-1 by Brighton, and it just shows that Chelsea should run away with this game, whether on a bad form or with a bad play or with confusion. They should run away with this game. And I'm thinking this is where maybe Jackson, the new signing, might score on this one. And I'm giving Chelsea a win. A 3-1 win for Chelsea. How about you? I think, like you just mentioned, this is the game for Chelsea to get their first 3 points. And at least we stop saying a toothpick has more points than Chelsea. I expect Luton to score. And then full time 2-1 a win for Chelsea. That's match being played on Friday. Yeah.
Then on Saturday, we have the early kickoff, FC Bournemouth, a team which lost to Liverpool, taking on Tottenham Hotspur. No hurricane, no problem. They got the job done against United.
Yes, Man United.
Can they get another victory? Like this will be their second consecutive win. Can they get it over Bournemouth?
Away from home, it's going to be difficult for them. And we know Tottenham. That's why Roy Keane linked the current Man United to the normal Tottenham. So they won against us. It was a pretty comfortable win at the end of the day because a 2-0 win.
Bissouma was really comfortable.
Yeah, Bissouma was,
midfield.
and Sarr, the goal scorer, was also like amazing. Even Son himself. So you'd think that they need to do better in this game as well because it's Bournemouth. But now this is where Tottenham, the name, comes in, and I'm thinking they will draw this game, and I'm going for a 1-1 draw. How about you?
Tottenham now, I think they are psyched. They are running, they are happy. They want to replicate their previous performance when they take on Bournemouth. So I think shouldn't be a trouble. And I'm going for a 3-1 victory for Tottenham Hotspur. Despite being away, I expect a win.
Well, we wait and see.
Then the Gunners, Arsenal, will be up against Fulham. Another derby, and it's on the carpet.
Yeah.
Emirates Stadium.
When you mention the carpet, you always remind me of Max. You always say
Max has beef with you. Please don't talk about. Don't make
right.
Max
So
right now.
we will not talk about Max, but it's gonna be an exciting derby. But at the end of the day, I think Arsenal are gonna come on the top on this one. At Emirates, they've always showed like what they are expected of them, and yeah, Fulham has been a good side, especially last season. And although they lost to Brentford,
And they lost their best
striker
forward, Mitrovic.
Mitrovic, yeah. For them, they're gonna struggle a little bit because of that, because he used to score a lot of goals for them. And for this game, they might grab 1 goal, but Arsenal are going to thrash them 3-1. How about you?
I think, like you mentioned, Fulham is a good side, but they don't have the capacity to contain the Gunners. We saw how Mikel Arteta has the squad depth right now. Leave alone the injury to Timber. We saw Zinchenko returning, to Tomiyasu also returning, but now he is suspended. That doesn't matter because Gabriel Magalhaes was on the bench. He came to help. Trossard didn't feature. Yes, so good team rotation. I think Arsenal can get 4-1 victory against Fulham.
That's a good prediction to go with.
So moving on, we will have our friends Manchester United. They'll be taking on Nottingham Forest. Can they manage to walk through the forest?
This is where we bounce back. This is where Manchester United will show people who we are, and it's not easy at Old Trafford, as always. Sometimes we look organized, especially when we play well. And
Other times,
what was the problem in the last 2 games was actually Mason Mount. That's what I'm thinking. He was lost in our midfield, and it was very much unbalanced. Actually, if you check our defense line statistics, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, and Varane, they look solid. And with Onana in goal.
solid?
All the 4 players, they look solid. The
Including
problem
what?
is in the midfield. And it looks like Mason Mount is Bruno kind of player. And when they are in the team, in the same starting lineup, they put too much pressure on Casemiro. Like, they move all over the pitch and they forget their role. So I remember in the game against Tottenham, Bissouma was having fun.
Yeah.
Bissouma is a player like you wouldn't expect him to roam around and just
he's a
bullying people.
He's a direct player. You wouldn't tell
Exactly.
me Bissouma is the type of Rodri.
Yeah, I was
Party.
looking at the stats in our midfield, and we have a midfield which has been dribbled past more than any other side.
At least you have a record.
It shows you how far we have to go in that midfield. And having watched the preseason again, I'll repeat,
Maxos.
not his time yet, but if I were Ten Hag, now that Mason Mount is injured.
I would try.
I'm throwing Eriksen in there to bring back the balance that was there. Sometimes you just don't need to be a defensive player to make a team better. You just need to control the game, pass.
Plus, against Nottingham Forest, I don't expect so much trouble in the midfield.
Exactly. So for the prediction side, I'm going for a 3-0 win, Manchester United, to bounce back. And I also had Rasmus Højlund will be maybe on the bench.
Haaland.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he would make an appearance probably. So I'm very excited, and I'm hoping that we win that game 3-0 as I've predicted. How about you?
United can and will not keep a clean sheet against Nottingham Forest. Mark my words, we'll be here.
We will be here.
We shall revisit. However, I'm giving you a win. Last time I gave you a win of 2-0. It went the other way around.
The opposite.
So I don't expect United to just be all over Nottingham Forest. United is a team which, if Wolves try to play better, I think now teams can sit down. Those coaches, they analyze United, how they played against Wolves. It was extended to against Spurs, and then again now they're facing Nottingham. Nottingham is a team which doesn't sit back. You all know that. It is a team which beat Arsenal last season, a team which drew Manchester City. So it troubled also Liverpool. So it's a team which is not afraid of attacking. So I expect it to score, but then again United will overpower it, bearing in mind like they're playing at home. So I'm going for a close game, which is 2-1.
2-1 win.
For Manchester United.
A win will be a win, but
yes,
3-0 will be okay for me.
Let's see. Let's wait and see. The next match, the defending champions Manchester City will be traveling to take on. They're playing in the third game. They're playing a second team which was promoted. That is Sheffield United, and I'm sure Sheffield are not ready for this team.
But do you have a problem with them playing a team that has been promoted?
Did I say that?
You look like so.
Did I say that?
You look like so. So
appearance can be deceiving.
Right. Man City are strong, and the reason why I'm saying they're strong is their defensive line. I mean, they looked shaky against Burnley. They had a solid
But they
game.
got the job done.
Yeah, they had a solid game against Newcastle, and now here we are facing a team that has been promoted. And well, Haaland to get back on the score sheet, easy as you like. And Man City could keep another clean sheet yet again.
We agree on that.
Yeah, so the scoreline for me is a little bit unpredictable, but I'd go for a 3-0 win again. How about you?
I think City have the capacity to score many goals, but this time round they're not creating as much. You see, there is creating chances and there is creating clear chances.
Clear-cut chances.
Yes, so I think with De Bruyne, they used to create clear chances, but now he's out. You see them, they're not that much struggling because they can keep possession, they can defend, they can attack. So I'll give them a 2-0 victory. Another goal for Haaland loading.
Yep.
And he's still the top scorer, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. So I think I'll give City a 2-0 win
2-0
away. And remember, the teams which are doing well in away matches since last season, Arsenal with the most clean sheets, followed by Manchester City, United at number 7. The next match,
why would you say?
We will see. I don't need to mention Chelsea. I don't.
No. Anyway, let's move to the next match.
The next match we'll see now. Newcastle United, after losing to Manchester City, now they'll be up against Mo Salah.
Wow.
Liverpool. Interesting fixture. What do you think?
It will be a good match to watch. This is a big test for Liverpool yet again. Newcastle are a force to reckon with. They might have lost 1-0 to Manchester City, but they showed quality in that match. If anyone else played Man City last weekend, they would also lose by even a bigger margin.
Yeah.
So they have quality players. They are playing with intensity, and just makes me feel like they're gonna give Liverpool a run for their money. So where is this game being played? Before I make a prediction?
Away, Liverpool away.
Away from home.
Yes.
Right. 2-1 win Newcastle. I think Mo Salah might score, or Luis Diaz, because he's been on good form. But Newcastle are getting the job done. Liverpool are not ready for Newcastle.
Newcastle's a good team, I agree. But then again, I wouldn't give them a win. I think this could go for a... It will be having a goals gallo, yes. But then again, let me say a draw.
A draw.
2-2.
2-2 draw.
Yes.
Well,
2-2 draw.
it's a possible thing to happen in that kind of match because two teams know how to attack.
If you watch Liverpool play against Bournemouth over the weekend, you can see that red card made the Liverpool players press even more and more. But they were shocked in the 3rd minute they are conceding. Yeah. And Bournemouth had good chances. Yeah. They tried to break, but Liverpool would always intercept. So if they come up with against pacey Newcastle United, then I think
it's going to be
Newcastle United will get a point. Yes, that will be the last match. Liverpool versus Newcastle United on Sunday.
We don't have Monday football this time.
Do we have Monday football? I doubt. No, we don't have. We don't have Monday football.
I think we have already discussed all the big 6.
Yes.
Or are they the big 6 anymore?
Big 4. Arsenal, Liverpool,
Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, and whoever comes after. I don't give a.
It is always allowed to dream. That's why your stadium is called Theatre of Dreams.
We dream big things. That's why we have 3 Champions League.
Always happen.
How many? Like Mourinho said, 3. How many do you have?
Let me ask you a question. Before now we wind up. This is not soccer related. Back in the days, your family was very rich, but right now you are poor. How is history helping you?
I mean, it's still...
How is history helping you? Come on.
You can't compare
you're
trophies.
Poor right now.
No, we are not poor. You can't compare trophies with riches.
Related. It's not football related. Because for United, it's back in the days, I think the last time.
How about Arsenal?
Faggy.
How rich are Arsenal right now?
Can you Google the most valuable clubs right now?
No, being most valuable does not mean that you have anything to show for it.
But
you only have the squad to show. You only have the squad
United
to show
don't
for
have
the
squad to show.
We have, just that these guys don't want to step up.
Exactly. You don't have the squad to show.
Anyway, if we start,
somebody was trying to show. Wait,
no.
Somebody was trying to show Anthony.
We end there.
I think it was supposed to be a DG.
It has been a good time.
The spin doctor.
No, we end there. We hope it's going to be a good weekend and enjoy as we will do. And this is the Liquid Sports Show.
My name is Vincent.
And my name is Brian Merimo.
See you next time.